Wake, you, rejoice, all full of dram. Ah, wretch, pass out, a fair spirit in you. Rise, keen for the day, just late, so the scene is made. Oh, give me leave, you two too. Why I bother with this grass snake hissing? Up, 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 don't be so down. Cycle today, friend? Healthy as it strikes me. Keep up, out, on you go. It says here, sing out of key. Well, I can't sing, so I'm afraid not. Forecast today isn't good. I've said too much, I think. Ah, divine, you're up. Two to you. Leave me, give up. I up. I am up. The in was meant to get rid of you, yet here we are. Oh, poor man. He'll figure it out later. Another day with me, myself, and I. Phone, wallet, ID, keys. Fucking hell. Go on. Yeah, go on. I'm going. I've left my bag. Dreadfully disorganised. You'd miss his own funeral. What's happening in here? I love dancing, but don't. Reminders leave reminders. Past, past, around, up, down. What is this? Ancient writing. I'm bound to him. You too. Though I enjoy wandering. You might go outside. Okay. I see. In this passage, we see development, we see movement. Dour man that he is, dour wearing upon him. Do you really want to go? Does anyone? I think you do. You know here at least. My cue, I think, to go now? The anteroom, bare necessity. The parrot before the storm. At least wave. Now you're going. Maybe you were better stopped. My cue, I think, to go now. Blood. 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 Is that blood? Or is it pain? Oh, looks like blood. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Down, doom, left, last right, first foot forward, first to stand. Not quite. We've been here before. You have. I have. Regardless, no really. Where's the sun? Not our problem. Weird though. Symbolic maybe. Cross that bridge when it comes. What do you mean? You mean what do you mean? Behind schedule. Come on. You're going to Cannon Street. What way are we looking? Be mindful of danger from every direction. What? I don't know. You're right. I'll be left. Alright. Spend time badly, waste away,
Not now, obviously.
though I
No
haven't
time.
saved,
Though I'm not
if our
wanting to
time
linger.
is not our own. That's not up to us. Sea salt, where similar.
Not, maybe.
See perf 8 minutes, you and I.
Cannon Street, walk. Around though there.
And watch,
Then
what
though?
wills.
Explain.
Away daily
This is
dalliance,
awful.
not now,
What am I gonna
please.
do?
This
Beg for
impulse
forgiveness,
is
probably.
life handed a lot. Not bad,
Can't
not
place
bad,
the
of course. No good though.
Might
It
be a
just
good
happens.
plan. Where's my
River
phone?
run away, Big
Hang on.
Ben, Apple
Maybe here
Pips.
or here.
Work.
Fuck,
Again,
fuck,
greet
fuck, where's my
again,
fucking
bottle and
phone?
spill it. Thrown by the wind,
Late and soon
on a
to be
prized
lost, I
barren
suppose.
scape.
Fuck. No
Calamity,
time to go back
but
now.
camity.
Surely
Life
nothing
goes
else.
on and everything else.
the
Seemingly
time?
in force,
Wait.
the airplane is breathing, with no give, and posed like a stiff dummy. Do you think that looks ominous? What a good question. What do you think? I think I should have stayed indoors. You can't stay inside forever, at least until I'm dead. Aren't we very dramatic today? Why is it so dark? Cloudy. It was rhetorical. At least we're on the move now. Yeah, I suppose that's true. At least. Fuck. What the fuck? Was that a sign? It was definitely a sign. I'm going back. You can't. You're nearly there. Just relax for the rest of the journey, okay? How can I possibly relax? Just have a sleep. 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 Yep. Rest is the way to go. In my opinion, the only acceptable evil in this world is the pub snack industry. After a long session, one inevitably starts to feel hungry. And what better partner to being slightly or quite pissed than a bag of crisps or nuts salted to within an inch of their life? Of course, on top of the dehydration already caused by the alcohol, the salt further increases one's desire to drink. In a regular state of mind, one may have a glass of water, but in a genius move on the pub's part, this newly parched patron is out of it, and will of course order another pint, in a spiral of consumption that would make any capitalist worth their salt piss themselves. Of course, having never really satiated their thirst, the patron will inevitably suffer in the morning, having consumed a massive amount of calories in alcohol and snacks, and with a headache they suspect is the worst ever. You hungry? I could eat. I'm actually starving. Just realised. I had to skip breakfast, obviously, even though it's the most important meal of the day. Stupid. It would have taken another half hour though. Clean bowl, clean spoon, clean cup, fill kettle, start boiling kettle, get milk, get cereal, pour milk, eat cereal, contemplate the void, finish cereal, put bowl and spoon in sink, wash later, remember the kettle, make coffee, throw out cold coffee, reboil kettle, put away cereal, put away milk, make coffee, get milk back out, pour milk in coffee, put milk away, neck lukewarm over milked coffee, put cup in sink. Oh, that I stand at the graves of moments gone by. Woe is me, do or do not, you regret it either way. That's Kierkegaard, you know. Fitting though, are we all not most existentially inclined at breakfast? I know that I usually want to kill myself by the time I'm out of bed. Then again, I usually feel better after I've eaten something, so who knows? Couldn't be having that. Would that I could. What you want is a nice big breakfast all laid out for you, sun just up with plenty of time left in the day, allowing you to ease into the day. Clean kitchen, clear table, 3 courses. To get the most enjoyment out of a breakfast, it's appropriate to start light. I'd recommend fruit, ripe to the day. Crunchy apple slices, juicy grapes, a sweet orange or tart grapefruit perhaps if you're feeling daring. A fruit salad maybe, for maximum hydration. A small glass of orange or apple juice would be a standard but welcome accompaniment, perhaps accounting for any vitamins that were not taken in the rest of the fruit. A fresh plate of pastries to offset the moisture of the fruit as well. Croissants, pain au chocolat, danishes, whatever takes your fancy that day, but just warmed enough to the smell to lead you down the stairs of your home when you wake up. Best to have only 1 or 2, I think. There's still 2 more courses to go, ideally. After that's all done and cleared up, it's time to move on to the main event, breakfast proper, to set you up for the day ahead and erase any of the residual ill will from yesterday. Take half hour, or even 2. The first plate comprises bacon cooked in animal fat, sausage cooked in the residual fat from the bacon, whilst the bacon sits in the oven to crisp. The sausage must be juicy and piping hot, whilst the bacon is complementarily crispy. Whilst they can be consumed with a condiment of one's choice, this is less than optimal way to eat meat, as well as cooked meat has plenty of flavour without such crass additions. Eggs are an obvious essential, either scrambled or fried, but well seasoned with salt and pepper regardless. Fried eggs work with the meat, the yolk is as close to as a sensible condiment. Scrambled eggs really work better with toast, so it depends on the day. 9 out of 10 though. Fried eggs. Speaking of toast, fried toast, crisp in the residual bacon fat, simple, perfect. Can be buttered, but tastes best plain. I'd probably throw some fried mushrooms in there for good measure, keep it healthy. No, they're really a great texture, still soft but with an edge bordering crispy. Finally, potato scones, to provide a solid carbohydrate base for the meal. Now, it's quite greasy of course, and so to avoid feeling sick because of that, it's important to have a good drink accompanying it. Of course it's coffee. A medium-sized mug, almost exactly between an espresso and a Sports Direct. Black coffee, 2 teaspoons of powdered coffee, 1 teaspoon of sugar, topped up with water that would be about 65 to 70 degrees. Strong enough and hot enough so that the scent mixes properly with salty smells from the frying meat. Last sip taken with the last bite. Finally, once all that's been taken care of, a moderate course of porridge mixed with dried fruit and honey, a small bowl of yogurt with more dried fruit and crushed nuts, with honey again, and a cup of tea that's been steeped since the middle of the second course. This course serves 2 purposes. The porridge provides a significant chunk of energy provision for the rest of the day, whilst the yogurt and fruit clears up the residual taste of fried foods. The fibre from the porridge and nuts, combined with the tea, aids the digestion of the meal, ensuring proper energy release and the maintenance of an efficient meal schedule, as well as speeding up the effects of a full balanced breakfast. Imagine for a moment your internal organs. They're there, sitting inside of you. You know where your brain is, right? Somewhere behind your eyes probably, above your tonsils, which are in turn probably at the back of your mouth, at the top of your throat. Maybe about the centre of your head, so just above that. Okay, got it? Good. Now your nose, somewhere in line with those tonsils, on the front of your face. You can probably feel air passing through it and fading away. In and out, in and out, in and out. Good, right? Isn't it weird that there's a gap between your brain and your nose? Like from your nostrils to where you feel that air hitting your throat. About as long as your mouth, going back into the skull. What the fuck is that? Nasal concha, good band name, curved bones for dividing airflow in the cavity, is essential for autoimmune responses and olfactory functions, as well as controlling brain freeze. Yeah, that's the part. Not something you feel all the time, but it's definitely there. If you knew this already, then welcome back. If not, let me explain to you why this is important. Despite the jealously guarding of pain to the point of personal detriment, such pain will proliferate regardless, either directly or indirectly, conscious or not. That's all this is. I tell you this out of spite, because one day someone chose to tell me, such thoughts haunt me, that our tongues are too big for our mouths, that up until now you were breathing automatically, that I just lost the game. Forget it or remember it, it doesn't matter immediately. The only use for advice is to pass it on, so my advice is to tell as many people as possible about this. Remind them of every uncomfortable little fact you can drum up at the absolutely optimal time for personal shame, public humiliation, or personal satisfaction, because then maybe those glimmers of satisfaction will amount to enough to offset